Welcome back to T3. I'm Daniel.
And I'm Matt. Today on T3, we have special guest Rob Van Nood to give us a tour of the 3D studio.
He'll be talking about some of the tools here in the 3D studio and his vision in the future for this makerspace.
So Daniel, where is Rob?
I don't know. Where is that guy?
Whoa!
Hey!
Where did you come from?
Calm down.
Okay, all right.
I got skills. What's up, guys?
Hey.
How much, some nice safety gear you got on.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Always well prepared.
Can't hurt to be too safe.
Yeah.
All right. So what are we looking at today?
Today, we are going to spend a little time in the 3D studio, and we're going to have a little tour around of some of the tools, the space, and also kind of how people can use it, both students and faculty and staff. All right, so let's talk a little bit about the different spaces here in the 3D studio. The kind of the heart of the space in terms of tools is over here. And what we got is a whole shelf full of all sorts of materials, everything from scissors to hot glue guns to wood burning tools. So a lot of tools up here. We're really going to ask that people, if you're a student, you can have access to those, but please do talk to some teachers before you grab those. Some of the bigger tools we have here are the x-carve, which is a CNC mill that you can do all sorts of pretty cool stuff with. I made this is a little microphone or a speaker for my iPhone. So the way I did this, you can see it's kind of in layers. It's not all in one thing, so I cut a bunch of layers out and then glued them all together. So the cool thing about the x-carve is you can do everything from carve, or you can take things and make them three-dimensional from two-dimensional. So the x-carve is a pretty cool tool.
All right, so it looks like the x-carve is a pretty cool tool. What other kind of tools do we have here in the space?
So another cool tool that's pretty easy to use, again, using some software that we have here in the studio is Silhouette Cameo, and it's a pretty simple tool in that it just cuts vinyl. So we have a bunch of different colored rolls of vinyl. You have vinyl that is like a sticker, but then you also have heat transfer vinyl, is kind of the kind you might find on a t-shirt. You can also cut out three-dimensional or two-dimensional things and turn them into three-dimensional things as well. There's some examples here. These are all these stickers that I made just from, taking a design on the computer. Here's one we made for Daniel from the baseball team.
You bet.
Very cool, very cool. So that's the vinyl cutter, the Cameo. So the great thing about being at Catlin is there's lots of places to go and make things and think big. What we're hoping with this 3D studio space is it's really for thinking about ideas and prototyping and really kind of playing around with different things, doing some tinkering, some making, some designing. So not only have some tools like the x-carve and the Silhouette, there's also a lot of smaller things that you can just use to kind of play with ideas. So we have soldering irons. Either you can learn how to solder or you can do some projects that you might need to be doing some soldering. We have little microcontrollers here, Arduinos. We have whole sets of those, so you can do some computer programming and designing. We also have these little prototyping things that are basically like circuits like Legos. So you can snap these together, and I just made a little trigger here with a little timer on it, and I could record how long I press the button. 3D pens that you can come and just play around with, do some art. People are doing a lot with these 3D pens, everything from actually making clothing to jewelry, to just kind of exploring and doing 3D art. These little microcontrollers called Makey-Makeys, where you can create programs that are interactive with the world. And then we also have a set of robots, and these little robots have also a lot of different sensors. These have wheels, you can take them off, but you could use these to explore the world. So let's say you wanted to do some readings of the humidity levels somewhere on campus. You could create a little robot that has a sensor that you could take a reading somewhere on campus and get some data. So there's lots of little tools to help you explore, and we're here to teach you about them and hope to have you start having access to them basically starting now. So one of the other spaces in the 3D studio we wanted to have is a place you could kind of hang out. There's some books here, there's a little bit of a library, and there's a whole collection of Make magazines here that you can grab and read. But we also wanted to have a place where you could just come grab some tea and hang out with people and just share your ideas. It's not really a hangout so much as it is a place to think about ideas, and if you have projects you want to work on. There's a lot of places in this space that have whiteboards, like there's this table you can write on. All the sides have dry erase on them, so you can, come up with your ideas and talk about them, think big and share ideas with each other. So again, this is kind of a hangout, creative spot. So this is the biggest space in this 3D studio. We got modular tables you can move around. We have power that's really easy to have access to. And the idea with this space is you come in here and use it in ways that you need. So you might need to push the tables aside, bring the tables together. The idea with the 3D studio and starting to open it up for people to actually come in and do the type of work that you might not do in the wood shop or the robotics lab or the CAC. We want people to be coming in here. We are going to have times during lunch hours that we're going to start inviting people in the next few weeks to come in, try tools, come learn some of these things. There will be basically an open hour during lunch to come in and make stuff. Someone will be here, probably me, to help you out. It's not really going to be a hangout place. I know people have been looking for that, but this is really going to be a place for creative people who want to make things, tinker, design things.
All right, Rob, well, thanks for being on the show.
You bet.
When can we expect the space to be open for people to come in during lunch?
We're hoping to have it all ready to go starting in March, the beginning of March. We'll be posting on both doors here at the 3D studio when those days will be, probably 3 days a week or so. We're still trying to figure out the exact dates, but come check it out, come talk to us in the office. We'll probably also send out some emails about it, but there'll be a lot of, probably the beginning of March, I'd say the first week of March.
All right.
Awesome. Well, hey, Rob, thanks for your time. Thanks for stopping by.
Well, that's it for T3 this week. Thanks for tuning in.
Yeah, don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow the link that will take you to the Google form where you can leave comments and suggestions.
Tune in next week to find out what was Daniel drinking from that mug. And remember, tech yourself before you wreck yourself. Do you need socks? Because Rob's got some.
Brought to you by Hanes.
Okay.
Socks and
You
all
need
shapes
socks?
and sizes.
I brought you socks.
I love it. I love it.
Could be like, what is it, the CSI guy, who...
Okay, we got to start rolling.
Yeah, I know. I'm going back and forth here.
I should just come in like this. Just from the side. All right, here we go.
Well, so what are we going to do today? What are we looking at?
Well,
Blooper reel.
all right. Good test, good test. I gotta be suave. It's gotta be suave. All right, here we go. All right. See you guys there.
All right.
We're gonna shake hands. Thanks, guys.
Well, that's it for T3 this week. Thanks for tuning in.
Yeah, don't forget to like, subscribe, and the link that follows you to...
We'll follow you
follow you.
to the description.
Link is following you right now.
Look out.
That's when I jump in. There's a guy on my soccer team named Link. He's great. He's a lefty. He shoots from the left all the time.
Let me tell you about Link.
Tune in next week for Link. He'll be joining us.
Okay.
All right.
You want to go from the top?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.